I've also made myself visit the sites where humanity's lowest has occurred. I don't know if everybody would want to do that, but I forced myself to do that. When I was in Poland, I begged my friend Max to please bring me to Auschwitz, the Nazi concentration camp there. It was very difficult, and I think if I was to share with you all that I saw and I experienced and learned and whatever, I could probably do an entire night on it, but none of you would be wanting to come to that. Just watch it on the History Channel. But it moved me, and it shook me. This sign is the sign that greeted the people that were sent there. It says, Arbeit macht frei, which is work will set you free. What killed me is the deception. That they would put a sign like that up, saying, you know, if you just keep your head down and you do what you're told and you work really hard, there's some hope for you. Meanwhile, there was none. This is the ugliest wall in the world. Because up against this wall, as they came into the camp, bands would play, creating a festive atmosphere. So they could all think like, oh, maybe this won't be that bad. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we just don't have to give in to our fears, but to give them into a false sense of safety. This is where people relieved themselves, treated like cattle. It was an image that I could never shake. The trains came in through there. All that's left is the smokestacks. And sometimes one face can speak volumes about what has occurred in a place like this man's. When I went to Cambodia, I wanted to see and learn about the Cambodian genocide. The Khmer Rouge held they took over the country, and they were determined to create an agrarian communist state. In other words, if you were an intellectual, you were a middle-class person, you had any kind of European influence, they would set out to kill you. What they did here was horrific in Cambodia. The interrogations would take place in downtown Phnom Penh, the capital city. Why? Because that was where people had, the middle-class people lived. And you see rooms that are filled with eyeglasses, because if you wore glasses, it meant you were an intellectual. And that was what they wanted to kill off. And the tortures took place right in here. And the way they went about the deception, they would tell people, look, we'll save you. Just give us 10 names. And it amplified. Everybody would give another 10 names, get another 10 people in it. They would give 10 names. And it got to a point of just hideous killing. So many, just like the Nazis, they chronicled their genocide by taking pictures of all their victims. It's easy to go to, it's not easy to go to a place like this, but it's easy to look upon them and just say, those people, what they did was so horrible. It's a lot harder to look at the evil in your own heart and the evil that we're all capable of doing. You pray that you never go to that extremity.